guys, this is your elementary video for February 2nd and 3rd, and we are going to be spending the month kind of broken up actually. So the first 2 weeks we're going to be talking about King Solomon, and then we will be going through a sort of a historic lesson on the kingdom divided, and then our final week we'll begin our study on the prophets, and we'll be talking about the prophet Jeremiah and how God spoke to the people during the divided kingdom. And so this first week you are going to be talking about King Solomon and how he received many, many blessings. And so you'll be working off of 1 Kings chapters 1 through 6. The first thing that you have to do is a game with balloons. So in your classroom, you will have 2 bags of balloons. And the second class, the class at 11 o'clock, will use the same balloons. Excuse me. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to dump your balloons out of this trash bag, out of one trash bag onto the ground. And as kids come in, ask your helpers to just be, talking with them, communicating with them, asking them what kind of things they're seeing in their lives, what kind of blessings that they're seeing in their lives. And so you'll have a list of all the blessings that the kids are experiencing. For your younger class kids, you might encourage them, instead of writing down their blessings, maybe have them draw a picture, of a house, of a new toy they just got, whatever is coming to their mind of things that they're being blessed with. And then as classroom time starts and you gather your kids together, you'll start writing on one of the, you'll dump out one trash bag of balloons in front of you, and you'll start writing on the balloons some of the blessings that the kids have written down either on the whiteboard or on a piece of paper, and you'll kind of talk through that with them. And then you'll pull out the second bag and say, wow, we even have more blessings that we don't even know what to do with all these blessings. And so you'll just keep adding more balloons from the second bag into the first bag until your bag here, the bag that you're filling with your blessings, is overflowing and you can't put blessings in. And if you have a class that this would be good with, maybe your kids can come up and add a blessing, choose a new kid to add a new blessing each time so they get to interact in this. What we're trying to help them understand is that God sometimes overflows us with blessings. And then we'll be transitioning into the story of King Solomon and how King Solomon received just heaping amounts of blessing. And so that will transition you into your lesson time. Now, storytellers, I provided an object lesson. You'll have in your classroom, you'll have a bin, a clear bin. You'll have a cup that you'll just place in your bin, and then you'll have a bottle of soda pop. I think I'm just going to choose Coke or Dr. Pepper, something dark. And so you'll see the prompts through your stories. As you go through the story, there are many times where we witness Solomon being blessed. And each time Solomon or the people, God's people, are being blessed, you're going to just fill this cup up with just a little bit of blessing, a little bit of blessing. The Coke represents the blessings of God. And then by the time you get to kind of the midway point of your story, your blessings are over full. And he keeps heaping more and more blessings upon Solomon. By the end of the story, you're dumping the entire bottle out into the bucket to show that God's blessings are abundant. And so that is your lesson for the week, and how our response with so a couple of the directions that the kids are supposed to go is, what our responses are to God's blessings. First, of course, is a thankfulness. And second is that we turn around and we use those blessings to then bless others. So that's their lesson for the week. And then the game after the story time, you're just going to use these balloons. Now, in the link of the email I'm sending you, there's a whole bunch of different balloon games. So you can just, if you have time, choose whatever balloon games you want. The balloon game that I noted in the lesson, though, is an obstacle course. So basically, you just set up 3 or 4 equal obstacle courses with chairs and tables, whatever you have. Maybe they have to go under the table and around the chair and over a chair or something to that effect. And so you'll separate your class into 4 separate groups, and then they have to go through the obstacle course with the balloon. The first time, maybe it's just simply go through the obstacle course. Then you can tell them to go through the obstacle course without using their hands. They can go through the obstacle course with a partner without using hands, or they can go through the obstacle course maybe by blowing the balloon across the floor. So there's all different kinds of fun ways that they can engage with the balloon and going through the obstacle course. So just kind of a fun time of fellowship and gathering. But like I said, I'll also give you a ton more balloon activities in the email, so that if you have extra time and you need some stuff to do, that you'll have other opportunities to play with the balloons. The only thing I would say is that at the end of your class, if you're a 9:30 teacher or helper, at the end of your class, make sure that you've separated your balloons back into 2 bags, one bag that has words written on it and one bag that has no words written on it. And the 11 o'clock teachers, the unwritten balloons will be the balloons you write on, and the written balloons will be the balloons that you add blessings into. So I hope that is clear. We thank you so much for all of your help and your work and your love for these kids, and we will see you next week.